Hey everybody, welcome to Meek's Bottom Line. I'm Meek, and I have our crew. I have my crew. I have my husband Noop. I have my great friend Adrian. We have our OG Chuck and
Hey,
Big Boy Lloyd. Everybody's representing the Eagles and
Yes,
Sixers.
sir. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Yes.
Everybody full of turkey? Gobble, gobble.
no.
No,
Yeah, nah.
you just said so.
Okay, I did.
Shouldn't be full of turkey
Yeah,
all this time. You have a pretty
Today
upset
is the
stomach.
last day.
you're full of turkey. That's what you are.
No more turkey.
So I'm glad we
Yeah.
get
You
a
said
little
speaking
break.
of birds.
Speaking of,
Oh,
no,
doing
we're
Sixers?
starting with the
Okay, I'm
Sixers
sorry.
first. We have a plan. We're doing Sixers, Eagles, and then a surprise ending.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Prizes.
So we haven't spoken in quite some time. So since our last segment, thank you. We have something special going on with the Sixers. One starter each game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
That's-
crazy because we're winning. So we we beat Charlotte, Orlando twice. No, we didn't beat Charlotte. We lost to Charlotte. We beat
Charlotte. We
Orlando
beat
twice,
Orlando.
and then we
Yep.
beat Atlanta last night.
Yep.
So what are you guys saying? Look at Shake Milton. I knew it. I always said that young man is going to be great. He wasn't on a chopping block. I said
Can we run the tape back on that, please?
Where's Key at? Where's Key at? He was ready to trade Shake.
Oh yeah.
I know.
He and Tamika.
Well, you see, I just had to light a fire under him. And look at
Because he
Tobias,
listened.
our invisible what is he, a forward?
No, he's a shooting guard.
He's a guard.
But really, he's a combo guard. He can play both.
Yeah, he can play it. Yeah, he can play
Playing
a two
both
and a three.
positions.
Yeah,
I know.
2 and a 3. Or in a 1 too.
The
You can't
key
blame
is
somebody
going to
for
be
knowing.
Doc can't mess this up when the starters come back. Okay,
Oh,
these
man.
guys are
Yeah.
capable. And Beef said the right thing. I was at the game last night, and he said, "Now that I see these guys can win without me, I just need to fit my game around them." And they needed him last night against Atlanta because they were a tall team. But we can't go back to when Maxey and Harden come back and Shake and Melton and all those guys go back to the bench. So it's up to Doc to make this thing work. He's really got to coach now because he's got to give these guys minutes. So
Look, we could get Maxie back and put Harden on the bench because these young boys, they playing.
They
no,
are
you ain't putting Maxey on the bench. Maxey is number 15 in the whole NBA in scoring. He's not going back to the bench. Harden's definitely not going back to the bench. But it's minutes out there available. I mean, Shake went 2 or 3 games where Doc didn't even play him. So
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think we have a good problem in that we have a good team and a depth, a bench with some depth in it. But I think that when our starters come back, then everybody has to play their role. And when your number is called, then that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to produce and you're supposed to perform, which is what they did. But they are our bench. So,
Right.
I mean, if we find our players getting into foul trouble or something that, to that extent, or, if somebody does get injured, then we don't have to worry about it so much because they can come in and produce. But when our starters come back, then you go back to the bench.
Yeah, but you still gotta find minutes for Paul Reed. I mean,
you do have to find minutes for Paul Reed because Embiid is injury prone.
Right.
we need to save him as long as we can. So yeah, you gotta use Paul Reed and Montrez to
definitely
just to preserve Embiid. And Shake, I mean, I love Shake. I've been an advocate for Shake for a while, unlike some people on our panel. But he did what he was supposed to do. Like, he saved his job. Like, you're earning this paycheck for a reason. You step up. And I think he had the confidence knowing that if you don't make a mistake, you're going to get yanked right away.
Right.
Because we needed him. So
Yeah.
I just like how we're clicking.
And Melton is definitely an upgrade over.
Melton, I like
Green.
a lot.
I mean, he's got everything in the toolbox. And really, I think
that was a good trade.
He's number 2 in the NBA in steals. So really, he does everything that Thibault does. He doesn't have the spectacular blocks, but he does block shots. But he plays solid D. He's a combo guard, okay? And over Thibault, he can shoot. He can actually shoot. So that was definitely a good pickup for the 23rd pick in the draft we had to get him. I don't know how Memphis let him go, to be honest.
Listen,
Well,
I could look. I can tell you this. Look, we can leave Embiid only for the big games like Lakers, the top teams, and just get them rested to the playoffs and stuff like
Nah,
that.
you can't
That'd
do
be
that. You got to
great.
build rhythm and chemistry. That in a perfect world, you could do that, but you can't do that. They got to build
Yeah,
chemistry. It's going to be an adjustment when the starters come back. So
yeah.
it's all about
well,
Because
rhythm and chemistry.
last year we didn't have a bench. Now with all these guys playing real good, now that's great. That helps us out
never
big
thought
time.
that all our starters would. I mean, that I don't remember that ever happening. All our starters are, except for one, get hurt, and the bench is
Yeah,
he's forced. Doc Rivers is forced to play the bench, so you have no choice. And somebody said it best, where Tobias went from being the fourth
Option.
looked at, the 4th
Mhm.
option to being the first. So I'm just glad that he's showing up, and you're seeing him. Last night he had 24, Shake had 21. Embiid, who missed the last 4 games with the foot sprain,
30, right?
7 of
Yeah.
his 30 points in the final minutes.
yeah.
And he broke up that lob.
That was
I was so-
fantastic.
Crazy.
I was,
That was
yeah.
key.
Yep.
2 key plays to win the
Mhm,
game.
mhm.
That was the
Mhm.
game. That
Mhm.
Yes, it
and he
was.
made the foul shots
Yes.
when he had to go to the
Yeah.
line.
He's definitely our MVP.
So I'm sorry, I don't want to take over at all, but there was a question after the game that was posed, and I know I've always felt this way. When you have a little bit of time on the clock and you're up 3 points or whatever,
Right. Do you
foul or let them play it. And I am an advocate for fouling, because you can only get 2 unless they try to lob it and then someone scores. But that, you can protect against that, I guess, if you're guarding your opponent at the free throw line. I don't know. What do you guys say? I say foul.
Yeah, it depended if they got fouls to give too. Because sometimes
But even if they go to the line, you can only get 2. If you're down 3,
Oh yeah, you never let them get
Oh yeah,
shoot the 3
no,
corner. I
three
agree
corner.
with you
Yeah,
on
you're
that.
absolutely
Yes.
right. Yeah,
Foul.
yeah, I agree.
all right, Coach's question. Thank you, Adrian.
Adrian's coach's corner.
Coach's corner. What's the question of the day, Coach? I like that, and I like Thible's finger roll. Did you see his? They just
I
are
did see
playing with
that.
so much confidence. Shake Milton, I think it was the 3rd quarter. He came down and he dribbled up the court and then just took a 3. The 3 went in. And I was like, Shake has
had a better
arrived.
game the
Shake
previous
has
game.
arrived. Yes, he did.
Mhm.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
the
Shake
Shake
has
Milton
spurs.
show.
Shake has glimpses of greatness from time to time. I like Shake, but you got to have that confidence too.
Mhm.
You have to
Shake-
be hot.
He has scored at least 22 points in the last 4 games. At least 22 points in the last 5 games. I'm sorry.
So he's the man, then he gets minutes when the guys come back. He's the man,
That's
and
right.
then he gets minutes.
That's right.
I can't blame. Well, he's showing up.
So Doc got to earn his money. He got to coach. He got to make this thing work. He's got the talent. He's got to make it work now.
Mhm.
Hey,
That's
I
it.
think I actually seen him coaching though. Calling plays. He was on the line on the
Oh, he
sideline.
wasn't just giving an inspirational speech.
Right. This time I've actually seen him call it.
Oh. Well, and then you know what else I like? I like Niang's his toughness. Like he's really
yeah.
giving it to
He's
them.
a yapper now.
He's a yapper.
Have actually stepped up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the games have been so enjoyable.
He's shooting over 40% from 3. Niang.
Yang
Yeah.
was instrumental
Yeah,
in that
he was shooting good.
in the Giannis win.
Yeah, against
Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's when he
We
started.
have trouble against this.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Not this
big
time.
time.
Not this time. So we're really showing up. And I didn't see when our next game is. We do deserve a night of rest.
Tomorrow against Cleveland.
Tomorrow.
Who are we
Yeah,
playing?
tomorrow against Cleveland.
Cleveland,
Cleveland
okay.
tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty tough game.
Mhm.
They have a sometimes a hard time with Cleveland. I mean, we win, but they play them pretty good.
Yeah, they got a lot of young guys there.
Mm-hmm.
Very good
A lot of young
guys.
talent on there.
They come back to earth though. Cleveland has they had a hot start, but they come back to earth.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Well,
They are who we thought they were.
Yeah, they lost 5 out of their last 6, so they come back down.
okay. Well, we're coming up. So that's the important thing. All right, well, let's switch gears. Let's go Sixers. Let's switch gears to our 10-1 Eagles.
Say that again.
10-1. 10-1.
Oh, that
I feel
sounds
good at 10-1, but my safety, man, kidney, a kidney laceration. Oh my God, I felt it.
Who has a kidney laceration?
This guy, the
kidney.
safety,
Gardner Johnson, the safety.
Gardner
Oh,
Johnson.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, that was a shot.
Yeah, we saw him get carted out.
Yeah, when he
Yeah.
went down, we were like, oh.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
odd.
Well, Blankenship came in and got the interception. So I like this team. I like this Eagles team because it's definitely a next man up mantra for everybody. The only
Yeah.
person we really can't lose is Jalen Hurts because we cannot
Jesus,
replicate
no.
what he
Mhm.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Well, I could tell you this. Listen, he was running the ball like real good, but the only thing is, it's that one hit. I just don't want him to get hurt.
Yeah,
But
what
you
they
know,
were
that's
talking about
it's
today.
part of football.
that's the
Part of
ribs,
football,
right?
Yeah.
But he does slide. I'll give him
Yeah,
that.
he does.
He
He's a
does
He's not a
good
slide.
Michael
slider.
Vick going
Or
forward.
he'll run out of bounds. But I
Yeah.
think we got good depth at every position, but we can't lose. He's the key. He's the key.
Yeah. But I heard there was an interview today with Jenkins. He said he would love to come back and play in December with us, you know, and it was a good interview. I seen that.
Where's he at?
Right now he's retired. He's retired.
Okay.
He's retired. Yeah, he's
Malcolm,
retired.
like Malcolm
Malcolm.
Jenkins.
Yeah,
Malcolm Jenkins. Yeah.
Is he in shape? Did he look good?
Oh yeah, he said in the
I'm
interview,
sure he
said in the
looked
interview,
good.
He
Adrian.
said that he was ready to go. He's ready to. He was like ready to. He's working out and everything, and he said, "I'm just waiting for the phone call."
Any chance, if they needed you, would you suit up again for the Eagles?
Well, here the problem is CJ Gardner-Johnson is playing my position, so I don't know, and he's got it on lock right now. So I don't think y'all need me, to be honest. So I'll just be here in spirit. But you know, you ask me that later in December, I don't know.
Well, in case something happens and they need you, I mean, CJ, you said is playing out of position. Maybe you could get back into position, but it's just interesting. You see all these guys 34, 35,
Yeah.
you know, get in here in November and December and get
I
that
can
one
still
last
play.
chance.
If that's what you're asking me, John, I can still play. I'm still in shape. I'm still working out. You know, it's not far fetched. I'm still in it. But you know, it is. I do enjoy my seat of watching as a fan. But I could definitely, you know, I could come in for a stretch.
I'm telling you, we got it on record just to let everybody know in case they need you if something happens.
Waiting for the phone call.
If I had his number, I would call him to play,
Okay.
to come back and play.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
cool. Okay. They say Jalen Hurts is that guy. He is better than Randall. He's better than McNabb. He's better than Vic. He ran for 157 yards to set an Eagles record for a quarterback. He threw 153 yards and 2
Two
touchdowns.
And
touchdowns. yeah.
totally, they ran for more yards rushing than they had
passing.
since 1949. And
Mhm.
really, I think if Sirianni knew they was close to breaking the Eagles record, he probably would have ran another play.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's
Our rushing
testimony to
game
that
is
offensive
really
line.
good.
That
Mhm.
offensive line is awesome.
You
yeah.
guys, what you heard the story about Gronkowski might sign with the Eagles too?
Yeah, I
No.
heard that rumor floating around. I
You
believe
heard
it when I see it.
Yeah. That would be nice because you know since Dallas is hurt,
Yeah.
Goddard, you know,
Mhm.
I
a
would
big
love to have
target.
him.
Yeah, he's a big
real
target.
Because I don't know who's our second tight end or third tight end. You know, every time that we see them get a play, they get shut down real fast. You know, on the slant pass and stuff like that, you don't really see them doing anything. You know, I'm like,
That's
wow.
interesting. He would come out of retirement to play with us and not help his. Well, I guess Tom is not.
Yeah, they're not
Well,
doing too good.
Well, he
either.
won a
He's not
Super
doing too
Bowl
good. He
here,
doesn't
so he
wanna-
got fond memories of Philadelphia.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, right. How about that?
Yeah, when we beat them.
Who would want to be on a 10-1 team?
everybody,
God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
everybody wants to be on the tenant with
Exactly.
Jalen because he is a special young man.
Speaking of that, I
Yeah.
think he's exceeded those 3 quarterbacks, Randall, Vic,
Mm-hmm.
And
McNabb.
McNabb.
Watch him these last few games. He just seems to be like a combination of all 3 of them. Like he's like all of them in one.
Yeah.
Watch him play these last couple of games.
Well, at least I like the way he throws the ball because he throws the ball pretty good. He's not like McNabb throwing it all the way to the feet and stuff like that. You know,
The last
he doesn't.
time he was running, yo. What he had over 100 and something yards rushing.
He tapped
Mhm.
First,
Michael Vick's 130 yards rushing. That
He had
was set in
157,
December
right?
2010.
Yeah.
against the Giants. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
Woo!
'cause I remember that.
He's a-
That was
he-
that
I
Giants
remember
game.
that.
That was that Giants game that the Eagles came back and Deshaun
Yes.
Jackson with a. Oh my
Yes, that
God,
was
I was
the
so good.
greatest.
Yep.
I
Miracles
like the
of
way he's leading his team, though. If you watch him, I mean, he's mature beyond his years. I mean,
Mhm,
he's definitely the leader. I mean, his intangibles are off the chart.
mhm.
I mean, he's a team player. Okay.
yeah,
I'm
And
talking from top to
sets the
bottom.
tone. He sets the tone and the tempo in
Oh,
that
yeah.
locker room.
yeah.
Even
Yeah,
when
So
he's
me-
arriving to the game, you can tell like his maturity and even from the way that he's dressed to his interviews at the end of the game. Like
Right,
he is so
post-game interviews.
poised and
Mhm.
on point. And
Mhm.
it's like he's wise beyond his years. Like he just,
Oh, yeah.
It's a refreshing change to see
He's
a young
very
person like
mature.
that.
Yo,
Yeah.
new me. You guys should get some Eagle shirts because what's that saying that he said I'm the temperature, but I changed the temperature, something like that.
Said he sets the temperature.
Yeah. It was pretty smooth the way he said it because I changed it. The temperature is whatever is inside. I'm the temperature. Whatever he said, it was pretty cool. He
It was
said
pretty
it.
clever, yeah.
Yeah.
No method to the madness. I just try not to ever get too high, never get too low, and that's in every area of my game. And you talk about the temperature of the room. I set the temperature. That's what it is. So I control the things that I can. I can control how I respond to something. I set the motion, and we just go.
Yeah.
He's hot. And it was a
And-
good game. Like, it's a shame Aaron Rodgers went out, but that Jordan Love came
it
in.
really?
It made it, huh?
It's not a shame.
No, I agree with Adrian. It's not a shame. His time
Well,
is
not a
past.
shame, but I want
His
to
time is past.
competitive. I want a competitive game, and it started out competitive in the first quarter, in the
I'm
first
telling you
half.
what.
I was
What?
happy
ahead.
that we held our ground and we showed. what
No,
it
but the
was.
defense was terrible. To me, I think the defense was getting in the beginning they start playing good, and then all of a sudden it's just like that run stop. That kid was just running the ball big time.
Yeah.
Was that 250-pound
Yeah.
running back? He looked like more like a fullback. The way
Well,
he
they
was,
definitely got to
you know?
work on their rushing defense. That's definitely and hopefully I hear Jordan Davis is on his way back and he should help a
Yeah.
lot with that.
Oh my God, he's gonna be a big help. Big help.
And then you
Big,
got
big
Sue
help.
now.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah,
happened
that's-
to that Quinn guy? It wasn't there. Oh,
Yeah, he's not doing much.
okay.
Yeah, he's like he disappeared. I don't know what type of trade was that. But I think he's disappeared. I don't even see him in the sideline
Oh wow.
at all.
He was here.
At all.
And then you got the other guy, Joseph. So they're playing in
Yeah.
the middle. Dominic
How
and Sue
about-
and Linville Joseph.
Can I bring something up? What about our secondary? Not our secondary, our special teams.
Oh, yeah,
doing terrible.
Now
doing
that's
terrible.
something they really need to work
We need to
on.
work on that.
Like, they
Yeah.
started putting Boston Scott back there to return kickoffs because that other guy wasn't getting it
Evan was
done.
he gonna get hurt.
Yeah,
He's going
Yeah.
to get seriously hurt anytime he
yeah.
runs. So our next game is against the Titans on Sunday at 1.
Yep, Derrick Henry. That's a good running back from Tennessee.
Yep.
He's a monster.
So they
Yeah,
are
that's-
7-4. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
that's gonna be a big test right there. Derrick Henry is no joke.
Yeah, I see. He's got 200.
He's a load. That's
Yes.
a big guy coming at you.
Listen, he would take the linebacker, he would take the D tackle, the safety. He would put them all in the straight line and just drag them. That's how good he is. He's
He's
good.
got over 1,000 rushing yards already. So
That's okay.
Yeah.
it's okay. Yeah, because we're playing like a 10-1 team.
Yeah,
So
But you already know their game plan is going to be Henry.
Yeah. And you know,
Sanders.
Brown wants a big game too, because that's his old team. That's his old team. So he wanted to probably score a couple touchdowns in that game too.
And let's not forget Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is
yeah,
playing off the
he's
charts.
Yeah,
balling.
Sanders. He ran for 143 yards and 2 scores and rushed for 363 overall, the second best total for the franchise. Oh, that's the team. Oh, the Philadelphia. Oh, the Eagles rushed for.
Right. But Miles Sanders, that was his career high, 147.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think the highest I think was last time was Westbrook, right? It was close to 200, right? But
That was total yards.
total yards.
That was
yeah.
total yards. But
Okay.
rushing yards, I'm saying this was This was Sanders' career high,
A
147.
career high.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm glad they're giving him the ball. Run,
Yeah, me
run,
too.
run, tire out that defense. It worked.
Man, big time.
It
They're
works,
running-
yeah.
they're running
Because the
game
game before we were
pretty
like, why
well.
isn't he running? So why isn't he rushing the ball? So now they're doing that, and it's
And
and
since
it's
Goddard went down, Quez is stepping up. That's what they're doing. Since
Yeah.
they're lacking a tight end,
He had a
they're going
touchdown.
more with the 3 wide receiver set.
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
So now
It's
you got to
good.
defend Brown, Smith, and Watkins.
mhm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Sirianni did give him one of the game balls. So that I really did enjoy watching his post game speech in the locker room.
Yeah, Kelsey got a game ball too, right?
Yeah,
Kelsey?
first one he
Yeah.
said.
His
Yeah.
first one. Wow. 12 years.
Wow, yeah.
Yep.
Great game. Great Sunday night football game. It was hot. It was hot.
Yes, it
So
was.
one more thing that we have to mention. Are we done with the Eagles? Anybody else has anything to say?
No, I'm waiting on this surprise.
So
Yeah, it was a surprise.
what's up?
Oh, the World Cup.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
The World Cup, we beat
Oh,
our
okay.
1-0.
You down for us
Yes,
today.
yes. Thank you, H. Gerald, watch out. The World Cup. Now, I don't know anything about that. I just know that we won. But
I think
Hey,
the United
well,
States had to win, right?
Right,
They
Yeah,
had to
they
win
had to
tonight?
win. It was win
Today.
or go home. It was win or
And we
go
are
home.
now in like the Sweet 16 of
Right.
the tournament.
Right.
Well, I was impressed with the new captain of the USA team. He's a 23-year-old brother, and he just found out he was captain when he got over there. And
Wow.
they threw a lot of questions at him, but he handled it.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
there
You know, I saw a sign that was held up at one of the games, probably by Americans. Well, definitely by Americans, and it says, "We call it soccer." And I chuckled, but I was like, "Stop!
Did y'all see the
Show
commercial?
commercial about it.
Stop! They call it football. Like,
That commercial
okay."
was like 5 minutes long about is
They
it
have
football?
Brady and I
Beckham.
think it's Beckham. Yeah.
Mhm. Is it soccer?
Oh yeah, I
football?
saw that. I saw
All
that.
over the world, they asking what the
Right, right. But
Soccer.
we in America, we gonna just change it, you know.
Right.
But you ain't in
The
America.
real football.
When the
Right,
Romans do what the
exactly.
Romans do.
Exactly.
Aha. I'm not even. I don't even know. Call it what you want.
It's
Make
football.
Oh, thank you, Adrian.
Football.
Football.
Foosball.
Food.
Well, we
You
get
better
it.
work on your accents.
Yeah, they're all combined. Jamaican, English. You know, he's good though.
No, that was Adrian who was talking about.
Oh, sorry. Oh, it was Adrian,
He's
sorry.
good too.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you guys. If there's anything else, we get a break. We get to go to sleep early, which I can appreciate.
Leave early.
Yeah. Anyway,
What she said?
Only
Still
doing
doing homework. So
you're going.
Homework.
I'm going to
Have fun with that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
pretty
we'll talk
much.
next Tuesday after the game, and let's go Eagles and Sixers. This year
Yes.
continuing to be
Oh,
insane.
And
I
let's
know we're
pray
gonna
for
talk
the,
about-
and let's pray
no,
for the
what-
Flyers.
Yeah,
they
I was
look
about
like
to
a
say.
5-man
Yo,
Yeah.
Oh, no, they lost 10 games in a row,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. Let's pray for the. Let's
I
have
want
a
to forget
a
about the
moment of
last
prayer
time
for the
we lost.
That's why I
Flyers.
didn't mention
Bring it
them.
up to date.
We don't have to.
No,
They're
but I'm saying that, you know, their home team. We gotta give them a little love.
Yeah,
Work it out.
when they start
They
loving
need
up,
our support.
Yeah, they-
go up. Thank you.
A lot of
Go
hockey
fly.
left.
There you go. Go
Go Fly-
Flyers.
a lot of
They only got one way to go is up. So
That's it.
down.
Yeah, you
That's
can't get any lower. What you
No,
had
one
to say,
thing-
Lloyd?
Oh,
No, one more thing. What the coach of the Flyers says, out of all those games they were playing, he said that we're gonna see what players wants to stay here, and whether players don't want to stay here, we just gotta ship them out.
he might get shipped out first.
Right?
you saw that.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Speaking
they
of-
just signed him. They just signed him this year, so I don't think he's going nowhere.
Hey.
Well,
Won't be
speaking
the first
of shipping
time
out-
they eat a contract.
Yeah.
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 Ben Simmons, I heard he asked to be taken out the game.
Best-
Oh yeah, he's out
He's
again.
hurt. He asked to be
Are you
Bro, what happened?
serious?
Yeah, sore knee.
What
He's out
happened?
again. Yeah.
He asked to be taken out the game. Like,
Well, he broke
I'll
his
be-
hand.
I'll be quite honest. The game we played, he didn't look half bad. I was happy, and when he did his press conference, he was like, "Oh, Philly, like I understand Philly fans." Like he was really I don't want to
Yeah, he
say
was cool about it.
complimentary, but he
I was there at
recognized.
that game,
Real
and
soft about it.
he did what he always does. He looked good overall, but then he disappeared in the fourth quarter. He didn't take
Yeah.
but one shot in the fourth quarter. So
Chuck ain't no joke.
He's
he's
been.
still the same.
Look,
He's still the same dude. He's gonna give you 3 quarters, and then
That's
the
it.
fourth quarter, he don't want to touch that ball because he don't want to get fouled.
Well,
You
he's
don't wanna
not
go
gonna
to
be
that
touching the
line.
rim. He's
Well,
out.
we
with the
did
bench.
get an 8-piece, right?
Don't put
Yeah,
up much.
yeah,
Yeah.
8-piece.
Eight-
yeah.
8 points.
Yeah.
No.
No,
For
Chick-fil-A has
Chick-fil-A,
a
because he
promotion.
missed 2
Oh,
shots.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
missed
yeah,
2
yeah,
shots
yeah, yeah.
twice.
He missed 2
So-
shots twice, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
you
think
get free
whatever it is, they
Chick-fil-A.
upped it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but he don't want no part of that ball in the fourth quarter. So if he was still here, how can you play a guy that's supposed to be your second best dude and you can't play him in the fourth quarter?
When it's
Was
Then
Kyrie
he-
back for that game? No.
Yeah, he was.
Kyrie was
No, he was
back.
playing.
He
Oh,
was
Kyrie
back.
was back for that game.
They had Durant there, Kyrie, Ben.
Well, that's
They
when
had
he
their
took a
full
backseat to those
complement.
guys. I
They had
don't
their
know.
full complement.
He takes a back
Yeah.
seat to anybody guy.
I mean, you got Kyrie and Durant. I mean,
And they still losing.
Yeah, Durant
He
yesterday he
still
scored I
losing.
think 42 points yesterday.
Yeah,
Did
something
they-
like that, 44.
Did they
Yeah.
win?
44, something like that.
But
Yeah.
they're still dysfunctional. They're still
Yeah.
dysfunctional.
Yeah, they just don't got a bench either, you know. They're like, they only got Curry, that's about it.
Yeah, whatever happened? Oh, they traded
Yeah, Andre
Yeah.
Drummond is in
Yeah.
Chicago. I wish we
Yeah.
would have got him back.
yeah.
Well, Andre Drummond, he signed with them because he was a free agent, right?
Right, but I'm saying I don't know why the Sixers didn't try to get him back.
Oh man, I would have picked them up again. I would have
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He only signed for like $3 million, so I don't know why the Sixers didn't try to get him back.
He's better than
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm on my call.
Well, thank you, crew. We'll
Hold it.
call. Yeah.
Hold
One more thing, Columbo.
Did you hear about Bryce on the off season? I think he got
Oh yeah, he's not coming back till July.
right.
Who?
Yeah, Bryce
Bryce
Harper.
Harper, he's having Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
thank you.
already had, I believe he had it the
Several.
other day. So he's done
Right.
until the All-Star break, which is
Right.
in July.
Right.
Yeah, so
I
you
didn't
know,
know
you know he's trying to get his boy from the Dodgers, right? The best shortstop in the league.
Still,
Yeah.
it's still in the works.
Yeah.
Turner, yeah.
Turner's a beast. He's a
Okay.
beast, man.
Well, you keep us updated, Lloyd. Let us know if and when we get them.
Oh yeah, don't worry. It's gonna be on point. I'll be on point with that.
And
Don't worry.
congratulations on your grandson. We haven't seen you in a
I
couple.
appreciate it. Thank you.
This last
Congratulations,
week, so yeah,
Papa.
congratulations. I
Yeah,
know,
thank
Papa.
Thank you. Oh my God.
Another.
Yeah, right there.
We'll get him a
Another
little
one.
jersey.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, crew. And we are just some friends talking sports. We'll see you next week as we continue to root for our teams.
That's the
Thanks,
bottom line.
everybody.
All right.
Good night.
All right, Sal.
Have a good
See
one.
ya.
Yes,
Have a
sir.
good one.
Good
All right,
night.
man.
Right.
We don't need no sleep because the party don't stop. So put your hands on me and turn me on, turn me up.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Meek from Meek's Bottom Line. And I just did a great discussion about our Philly sports and great topics. And if you have a topic or something you want us to discuss and talk about, please send us a message on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. We'll be more than happy to discuss them. And maybe you can even discuss it yourself when you come on, join us for a call. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Thanks.